friends, let's discuss the answer writing approach for psychology optional at Vimarsh IAS. सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे एक अच्छे आंसर की क्या खूबियाँ होती है और द ingredients of a good answer. As per my experience, I jot down a simple acronym for it. It's student, and each word has a separate meaning for it. Like S stands for structure. Structure includes intro, body, conclusion. अब आप सभी सोचेंगे, isn't it GS? Yes. 2014 से पहले, when question used to be 30 markers or even 60 markers, this aspect is not much considered. But after that, when there are 15 markers, 10 markers, you have to be very precise in your answer writing. If you're not able to segregate your answer into intro, body, and conclusion, you're losing some marks out there definitely. Because UPSC is demanding very concrete and concise answers now. So this structure aspect will help you in psychology also. Then coming to T is theme. I think all of us read content, we are able to memorize it, but we are not able to produce it. We always write what we know. We never write what is asked. Please appreciate this point, because this is one of the biggest fallouts in answer writing. Not even psychology, but even in GS also. So this is one of the main theme, the context, where each and every student should focus. And how to attain this? I say it can be achieved by the plasticity of the content. It means you have to be conceptually strong to write an answer. For example, when a question is asking you the impact of learning due to schedules of reinforcement, you definitely should not write down all different schedules like fixed ratio, fixed interval. Instead, write what is the impact of that particular schedule on the learning. Then coming to the U part is upright definitions. We keep on gathering so much of the content. इस book से पढ़ लूँ, ये book refer कर लूँ. Then we make notes. For a single chapter, we have 50 pages notes. But what we forget to write down is the proper definitions. Memory का question आया है तो Badley द्वारा बताई गई definition लिखनी पड़ेगी. Just to get good marks, you have to write down. So this is the aspect where we discount memory. छोड़ना यार, अपनी तरफ से बना के लिख देंगे. No, please write down the definitions suggested by the scholars or the psychologist, because by this way you show your psychology knowledge. This aspect is helpful in that aspect. Coming to next is D, diagrams, flow charts. मेरा experience कहता है psychology as an optional has a very good affinity for these flow chart. What leads to what and what is happening. Psychology has this kind of tendency to present its content in this format. So I think we can make flow charts. For example, if you talk about the self-fulfilling prophecy in gender psychology, there there is a negative expectancy is there. Then the woman behave in this same manner. Then that behavior is, you can say, inculcating in her overall personality, which is reinforced by the negative expectations. So this circular diagram in that case can be drawn. So there are various other examples we can draw these flow charts and diagrams. Next is E. E stands for the empirical research and experiments. In UPSC questions, empirical evidence is always there to support your answer, to support your argument. So you can't miss an answer by mentioning any research. For example, if you are writing about depth perception, you have to mention Gibson and Walk depth perception experiment. Next part is N, which specify the names of psychologists and scholars. This is one of the dubious aspect. Students keep on asking, sir, likhe ya nahi likhe? As per my experience from last 2 to 3 years, we should write it. I say we should write it because it is again the aspect of your psychology knowledge, जिससे लगता है कि आपने कुछ पढ़ा है, आपको रिसर्चेस का पता है, आपको साइकोलॉजिस्ट का पता है. That's why you are supporting your argument, whatever you are saying in your answer. So please mention it. And the last aspect is targeted examples, especially from the real life. Even UPSC clearly says, apply your knowledge in the form of real life examples. If you don't give real life examples, for example, in 2019 there was a question on new forms of prejudice. अब कास्टिज्म, रेसिज्म, ये प्रेजुडिस तो सबको पता है, बट सिंगलिज्म इज अ न्यू फॉर्म ऑफ प्रेजुडिस. Bachelors are not getting rooms because of their marriage status. So if you write this kind of examples, definitely you are gonna get good marks. So I think from this approach, you get the idea how to write a good answer in psychology. So let's improve on these lines in the upcoming test series with Vimar IAS and with me also. Thank you.